Did you eat yesterday?
Yes, I ate yesterday. But I problem is, for lack of exercise and sleep, I'm sick. Setting on my health.
We had a good vacation.
I had a good day. We rode that, I don't think we'll be softball tournament. Tremendous. Then we went back to, that game. Bigger park. But,
Sometimes anticipation is better than actual events.
Go to the key, they got, look at everything else.
There's all enough to get through there.
It is not stairs. On the eight. The rest of the stairs.
Enough to do, they should define spaces.
Well, that's also why I create some place monster. Rooms way bigger than this. What you doing, God? You what? What is the Andes? So it's already warm.
We went down to Georgia, my sister. We were down last year or so. And it was a good her, that's about. Highlight. Down out and see, went to the Purdue and everything, last Saturday. And tell them that Gordon tried to hear. Yeah. And so then the next thing, they're on them. You all knew they came in from Ohio. And my son-in-law had tickets to the game. My sister flew out from Georgia, and so the four of us. I've already started on. And I never been to a game there, and I never seen it. It was over in front of us. It was sold out. So he ended up in front of his, he's had a block of 8 tickets, and they just gave 4 of the tickets to which I thought was extremely nice of them. Where? This afternoon.
Well, isn't that something?
Nice stadium. We were in the shade, like section 121. So we were up against the all the windows or whatever. Just the last one. Last one.
TikTok.
TikTok. You can't look at that clock. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
They said when that there is a 10 applications, we can.
We went to see Miller, Journey, Jeff Leopard, when we were down in Atlanta. Went to Pearl Jam, which was canceled from last year. And so it was made up this year. Teaming stars. We went to Crown County's Tom Keeper, which is the lead singer of Cinderella. St. Judas Priest. Kenny Chesney. Singing a film called Witch Mob, which is was had and a few others in between. So he wants to go see Metallica next year, either in Canada or all the old bands. It's not. Yeah.
Trust.
Sue, anything? Nothing? Great.
Second one. Third one. I have minutes. Yes, it should be.
All right, you guys hear me okay back there? Plenty of seats up front if you can. We're going to go ahead and call the Morgan County Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order for September 23rd, 2024. We do have a quorum this evening, with 4 out of 5 members present. For the record, Jordan Crown is with us this evening. Mr. Rumbaugh, will you lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mr. Rumbaugh. We all received copies of the minutes, or any changes, corrections, additions, deletions we have made to the minutes and modify promotion, etc.
All in favor of approving the consent agenda?
Thank you. There's a second to that? Here, second. Thank you all. In favor, please raise your right hand. Say aye. Aye. They are approved. Also, we received a copy of the agenda in advance of tonight's meeting. We're going to change this to the agenda. If not, open for a motion to approve the agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as stated.
Thank you. A motion to approve that, second to that motion. Jerry seconds as well. Thank you. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Say aye. Aye. It is approved. At this time, we ask Mr. Peete, the board's attorney, to swear in anyone who's going to be speaking. Mr. Peete.
If you're going to address the report this evening, we can ask the reporter to characterize this as testimony. Qualified judicial proceedings, if necessary for each of you to take note, and will be marked to the board. Swear to tell the truth, all truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Thank you, Mr. Peete. Our first item on the agenda this evening is under new business, public hearing D-24-16. Christopher Mallory is requesting a development standard variance to increase the minimum living area for accessory dwelling. The property is located at 2495 Glen Boyle Road in Washington Township in Summerford, Ag. For this application this evening, I have Mr. Mallory signed up to speak. I have no one else signed up to speak as an interested party or in opposition to this application. Folks, I'll call you up as you signed in on the sign-in sheets at the back of the room. When I do, if you would come up to the podium and address the board, make sure you're speaking loud and in the microphone if you're the applicant. We really want to hear what it is you are doing and why we should approve your request. And also start out by giving us your name and address. So, Christopher Mallory.
Good evening. My name is Christopher Mallory. I live at 2495 Linville Road, Murfreesville. And I am requesting a accessory dwelling development standard variance to increase the size from the maximum of 800 square foot to, for an additional 200 square foot, to allow for more room for family, at a father-in-law that is in renal failure, and that's going to require more room in the dwelling to allow her medical equipment and potentially later down the road medical assistance.
Anything else you'd like to tell the board?
No.
Thank you. Please stay at the podium, John, with your question.
I have,
Are you building this yourself?
Negative contractor.
And if it's approved, when do you anticipate starting construction?
We hope to start this week. Just kind of depends on the and his schedule, of course.
this is in our house, it's
Correct, yes. Yeah, we're gonna build it off the back of the garage. It's kind of, it's an attached unit, but it's also separated. It's gonna have its own septic system. We're running off the same water system that runs to our house. And then in the future, I'm hoping to potentially run water for Painted Hills utility on the back of my property. See if it goes up to kind of Painted Hills and run water to both units.
Thank you.
And I'm looking at the notes here. It looks like you have 38 acres, is that correct? They made it up that you're more than 850 feet from the closest residence from your home, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Visually, I cannot see any neighbors from my home.
Thank you, John. Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, we have no one else signed up to speak on behalf of this application. This is a request for a development standard variance. In order for the board to grant this, we have to agree that the applicant has met certain finding facts. First, it asks for a description of the request. And the applicant has written the property to be used for permanent family residence, to be used aid and care and support of family with serious medical conditions, as well as aiding family members who need additional living assistance. Access to the property will be the existing driveway where access is needed to access the property. Variance is needed to increase the square footage of the addition to accommodate the number of people who be living there, as well as to allow for the room for additional medical equipment and supplies as needed, and location mark 200 feet additional. Under section 2, findings of facts, the application makes a statement that the approval will not be increased to public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. The applicant indicates that's a true statement. To support that, it is written, the approval will not be increased to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. Due to the remote location of the addition and small increase in square footage, there will be no effect on the general welfare of the community, no effect on public health, safety, morals either. Under 2.2, makes a statement that the use of value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner. The applicant indicates that's a true statement. To support that, it is written, there will be no effect on the use of value of any area adjacent to the property. This is because the addition will be built behind the home and nowhere near any adjacent property. Under 2.3, the statement is the strict application of the terms of the ordinance will result in practical difficulties in use of the property. The applicant indicates that's a true statement, goes on to state. In support of this, the terms of the ordinance will result in difficulties due to square footage allowance. The increase in square footage needs to be allowed for medical equipment and additional living spaces needed for family to help support critically ill family. For the technical reports on this application, the health department states they have no objections. County surveyor looks like reviewed and comment. Staff makes a statement they feel the applicant is satisfied all three findings back and supports the petitioner request to increase the living area by 200 square feet. So we're open for discussion on this.
Those seem like very logical requests. Get it forward.
Any other discussion? I agree, but I think the applicant found facts in order for us to prove this. If someone care to make a motion to do so.
I'll move that we approve petition E-24-16 with all findings of fact being found true.
Thank you. Have a motion to approve that. Second to that motion. Thank you. All in favor, please raise your hand. Say aye. Aye. It is approved. Thank you very much.
Tell me to stay around the rest of the executive.
Yeah, you don't have to stay. You're welcome to. But you don't have to rub that in. All right, so our next item on the agenda, again, under new business, is public hearing SE-24-08, Richard Sprague, on the JR Promotions LLC, is requesting a special exception to relocate an existing billboard that is being displaced through the right-of-way acquisition for I-69. The property is located at 2745 North Anchor Road in Washington Township in Zone D3 and I-69 overlay. For this application, I have Mr. Sprague signed up as the applicant, and I do have one interested party signed up as well. So, Mr. Sprague.
Hello, my name is Richard Sprague. I am the general managing member of JR Promotions LLC. It's a privately owned company. My wife and I. We live in Wallace, Indiana, at 432nd Street. We're in the outdoor advertising business. business. We had a billboard on I-69 that was scheduled 37, which when they widened the road, it was not in right of way, and they did not meet the move or required. And then when they put the fence up for I-69, they went right through the middle of the sign. So they came back and told us that we needed to relocate it or take it down, and they paid us for it. But they would prefer to be relocated. And under Indiana law now, it says that if we can find a acceptable location that's zoned properly, it meets all state guidelines, and it's within that same market area, which is within the county, then they would allow us to relocate it to a new location. We found a location that's zoned properly, D3. It's north of town here at Bigler Road, and we're asking for permission to remove the old sign that we built new there. It would be a new steel structure instead of the old wooden structure.
Anything else you'd like to call for?
I'm going to answer questions. I'll be ready.
Thank you. No more questions?
It would be a standard 14 by 48. Just a model. I try to keep it somewhere around 33 to 35 for maximum height. And it sits back pretty far off the interstate. The interstate fence is a little wider there when we were putting it. And then it's about 600 feet from the Edward Road over to the interstate. And try to find a location with really no houses around it. We walk by the trees and kind of a pretty isolated location for us. We will probably put lights on our billboards, so it will not be a digital. It will be strictly just external lights, we don't put green lights on the billboard like that. We try to turn off of that when we usually run on night ball. And that's pretty much it.
Someone sign up as an interested party, and I apologize, I can't make out your name, but for your address, you're 2834 North Egbert. Would you like to come up and speak? You're good? Don't want to speak. What is your name so I can get this? Okay. Can you spell that one for me? I didn't spell that your whole life,
Most of them.
There you go. All right. Thank you. All right, have no one else signed up to speak? It is word of in opposition to or it's an interested party on this application. Again, this is a request for a special exception. The description of the request, the applicant has written, JR Promotions LLC has an advertising sign to be taken out of state to Washington State with 37 to I-69. State laws allow us to relocate /build a new sign to replace the one being taken. In order for the board to approve this, we have to agree with the applicant with 6 findings of facts. First, under 2.1, makes a statement that the establishment, maintenance, or operation of a special exception will not be detrimental to or endanger the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare of the applicant indicates that's a true statement. And to support that, it is written, we are installing a new replacement advertising sign that will benefit the community by advertising local businesses and bringing more business customers to Lawrenceville. Under section 2.2, the statement is the special exception will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted. It indicates that's a true statement. To support that, it is written that the property is zone B3, which allows advertising signs, and there are no residences in the vicinity along I-69. Under 2.3, the statement is the establishment of the special exception will not impede or substantially alter the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the district. Again, the applicant indicates that's a true statement, and to support that, as written, property is on B3, and the sign will not alter the future commercial development of property. Under section 2.4, the statement is adequate utilities, access road, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are being provided. Again, the applicant indicates that's a true statement, and makes the comment to support this that the only utility needed is electric. It is available. We are exploring the possibility of solar power lines. Under 2.5, the statement is adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed as to minimize traffic congestion on public roadways. Again, the applicant indicates that's a true statement. To support this as written, this will not be an issue. You will only be accessing the advertising sign a few times a year to change the line and to do maintenance if needed. And lastly, under 2.6, the statement is a special exception will be located in a district where such use is permitted and all the requirements set forth in the studio that are applicable to such use will be met. The applicant again indicates that's a true statement. And to support that, makes a statement that advertising signs are permitted on parcels zone B3. The county surveyor states that they'll need an erosion control agreement prior to construction. All departments state they have no objections. And staff's report on this, or the recommendation is that the staff is in agreement with the petitioner's findings of fact and recommends approval to allow the billboard to be relocated from its present location to 2745 North Anchorage Road, so that it no longer encroaches in the state right of way. It is also understood that due to new code requirements for billboard structures, it will be converted to a non-pole support structure. Gentlemen, discussion on this application?
No, the area is lots of place for everything.
Any other discussion? I'm not a fan of billboards in general. That being said, the applicant is met minor and minor facts and I support it for us. Any other discussion on open for motion?
I would like to move to approve public hearing SE-24-08 and that all approvals and doing the right thing, I guess I should say.
A motion to approve, Mr. Rumble, a second for that motion. Thank you. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Aye. It is approved. Thank you very much. All right, our next item on the agenda is public, new business, public hearing U-24-04, John Larson, hallway engineering, on behalf of Jason Baker, requesting a use variance to allow an excavating business to operate in an ag zoning district. The property is located immediately across the road from 4810 Old State Road 37 South in Washington Township.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah. That's you refusing to talk on this one? Thank you. For this application, I have John Larson and Jason Baker signed up in support. Looks like I have 4 individuals that are signed up with the interested party. Mr. Larson.
Thank you. John Larson, hallway engineering, and professional foreman, and works here on behalf of Jason Baker. He is the owner of 38 parcel of Old State Road 37 South. Jason is also the owner of Laser Excavating. This is an excavating firm that has been in business for 20 years. Employees on average 15, sometimes up to as many as 25 people in his business. Jason has been very successful in excavating and has provided a good, steady place to work for those 15 to 25 people for 20 years. Jason is not exceptional in his site planning and zoning expertise and abilities. And admittedly, he should have come to get surveying and engineering and zoning assistance earlier than he did, but he didn't. And so we are here tonight to try to help him. I will ask you to have a look at the pictures that both planning director has provided to you and that Jason provided tonight. And I will say that as successful as he is operating his business, we really is equally good in getting the building up, establishing the site, doing a lot of the types of things that are going to help to make this business blend into the neighborhood. He's planted more than 125 trees around the property. Those trees have grown over the last 2 years from 6 feet to about 10 feet tall. He's got those planted about every 20 to 25 feet on the property. So he really is a guy who is doing his best to make the business fit the neighborhood and create as low an impact on the neighborhood as possible, including spending a lot of money on those things. In answering the findings of facts, obviously we did have a hard time with a few of those findings of facts. There truly is nothing peculiar about the property to create a need for variance. However, it is a 38-acre parcel, and it was a parcel that gave him the ability to build more than 660 feet back off the roadway. And he did do that. He's put in a very nice tree-lined driveway. And again, he's used the natural features there to enhance the location that he's placed this building in. It's on the north end, it's lined with tree cover. There is corn crop in the field, lots. The business out many months from the roadway. And then again, he has gone in and planted 125 to 130 trees to try to soften the impact of the building and the aesthetics of the establishment from the road. Also pointing out that he does store all of his equipment behind the building. He also has a shipping container that he's painted in a similar fashion to the building. You'll notice that on the north side of the building. And all of his equipment is stored east of or behind that shipping container in the building. So we're here to ask for the variance because he is a very independent businessman. He did make a mistake, not filing for proper permitting at the time. Again, that's the piece. If you would like to make things right with the planning department and the board, with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Is Mr. Akers intending to come up and speak when I call on him?
try and entertain some questions. I would like to, if he absolutely needs to, so he will. And I will also tell you that there is no intention going forward of that being, there being any living quarters in that house or in that barn. That is going to be a break room upstairs, a rest area. There may be a little break area, it's not going to fit a meal or things. It does also have one structure as well. It does have one restroom facility in it as well.
Will all the, will all of the other violations rise and not going to continue violations or investigations?
Why will he not continue? Because he knows that if he does, he will not be able to run the business out of this location. He's not quite an investment in it. And he would like to run his business out and realizes that any further issues may cause removal of the business. We also, in coming to you, thought that it might be better to ask for a variance so that there wouldn't be any potential for any other type of business in his absence. If he leaves, another business would have to come in to file for their own variance. In other words, it does open it up to all of the other industrial uses in the industrial zone.
Yeah, I don't put the line back on the building.
Yeah, there's a very recent photo. He's doing a good job. And it's all surrounded by trees. Natural tree line on the north side. The 5,000 square foot building looks to be a little longer than it is wide. The length of it, along with the length of the roadway, it is behind the building. He would also understand and agree with fencing options if that is, but he truly has done a great job with the planting of the trees, those are fast growing trees. I believe in the next 3 or 4 years, you might not be able to see through that with trees.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jason Baker. Come on up. Oh, I've got some questions. Can you tell us your name and address, please?
Jason Baker, 73 West 3-story room,
Thank you. So, did you have anything you'd like to tell us, or would you prefer to just answer questions?
I prefer not to come up because I am not a good speaker and I'll probably start saying easily.
Okay, none of us are.
But I'm willing to try to answer it.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Larson said you've been in this business for how, 20 years? In the excavating business? And in 20 years in the excavating business, have you ever had to consult with a customer, client, or proper permitting before a driveway or building pad or anything like that is put in?
I typically run for production buildings and all that. I don't just have fairly private individuals.
But do you with individuals, or is it all, you're working for a developer, 100% of the time?
I won't say 100%, probably 99% of the time, I don't get involved in
And you planted some trees around this building. I'm assuming to block the view of it, is that correct?
just pleasing to me. Someday I may build a house next to the barn and just want to try to build something that will please me.
And how long have you owned this property? And when did you start building on it?
Late that same year. The year I purchased it, late that same year. Probably the information on building permits when we were,
And if I'm standing on Old State Road 37 and I'm looking down your driveway and at your barn, what direction is that? East? Okay. All right. So Mr. Larson said that if the board approves this, that you are not going to have any living quarters in the barn ever. End of story, and I'm paraphrasing, that is your intention. And, let's see here. Right now, it's, when I drove back there, to your building, you've got a gravel drive. Is there any intention on paving that driveway? Keep dust down or anything like that?
intentions is, yes, it would be allowed to do it, just have to identify. I guess it would
And then, Mr. Larson indicated that you would be willing to build a solid fence to block the view.
I personally believe about 3 years of tree would be not greater than about 6 or 8
Right, and I don't disagree with you on that. However, when I was looking at your trees, they're all trees that are going to have leaves that come on in the spring, fall off in the fall, and then you've got, unfortunately, 6 months of nothing on those trees, correct? I don't have any other questions at this point. Joe? No? All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to go to those that are interested in the petition. I've got 4 folks signed up. And they're all Jacksons. That's the whole row back there in the back. All right. I've got Brian Jackson signed up first. So I'm going to call Brian. Brian, you want to come up and speak? I'm going to remind you to start off by telling us your name and address and tell us about your concerns on this. And you're addressing the board, not the applicant. So if you have questions, you need to direct them towards us, and if we can get the answers, we'll have to do so.
Sure. Brian Jackson, 4896 Old 37, Martinsville, 46151. We're directly across the road from the barn.
Okay, go ahead.
I really don't have any negatives, just some more observations. It appears as more of a hope that people give forgiveness. There's no, I know, well, from what I've seen, that this was
When the barn went up, I was surprised that we hadn't been notified when letters came to us saying it is a business going in. So I assumed there was something like this audit going on. So it looks like this is more of asking forgiveness than permission. I'm not going to be negative, just what I see there. With us, it's kind of a secondary issue. Our daughter, who lives in a home right next to it, kind of befriended some of the employees over there. I think many who are undocumented, and they've been using our address for their mail. I just found this out 2 weeks ago. So we had letters from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles with someone's name on it that never lived in that house. Our IRS, another different name, someone who never lived in our home. And I think the Department of Treasury, a third name of someone who never lived in that home. Now, to be fair, our daughter who lived there, soft heart, soft head. She never allowed that to happen because she got pulled in. So those are secondary issues that we're not going crazy about. We've already made contact with all those governmental agencies to let them know those people have never been residents of our home. We have 4 houses right there, and no one ever lived in those houses. Pardon me, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. No, I have points. So as far as a neighbor, I've appreciated the fact that he went to the back of the property, so we don't, when the corn's up, everything's fine. And like you said, when the corn's gone, the leaves are on, then we see it, obviously. Obviously, every morning, lots of trucks come out, every evening, lots of trucks come in. I don't have any idea what that's going to impact the roads, but it's significant. There's a lot of dust off the noise, but it is far back on the property, and on a typical day, it doesn't bother us very much. It's just morning and evenings. But it's not loud or anything like that. Just a little dust. And I think that's most of it.
All right, thank you. Gentlemen, any questions? Yeah? Thank you.
Sure. Kyle Jackson? Okay, thank you. And Renee Jackson?
I'm Anne Jackson. I live at 4150 in the state road 37 South. Also, just across the road from the barn. My questions are, when the dump trucks have gone in and out, in and out, in and out over the next couple of years, and the road is torn up from the dump trucks, and then carrying their loads of excavating rocks and asphalt down and dumped in the field across from us, is the county going to repair the road and fill the potholes from the damage caused by the dump trucks? And then secondly, there's been a fake road created across the field, in the field across from us, which is his field. But the dump trucks pull in right across from our driveway and then go down the field across the creek into his field to dump their excavation stuff. But it's right across from our driveway. And they have picked up part of it, but not where they enter the field and come out of the field. So I don't like that one because it's right where we return the celebration. The third thing, I think they've done an excellent job putting it back in the field. I did come in and that's the only issue that bothers us, and our home sites have been entrance.
This is not a county road you live on, is it?
We do live on a county road.
Does it mean Hannah?
Yes. Old State Road 37 South. Yeah. So there will be damage. I can't tell you that the dump trucks caused it. I mean, I don't know that. I'm not an engineer. But we've already had part of the road cave in just past our driveway this summer. And we had to come out and put riprap in so that it didn't cave out underneath it. So I can't tell you that. I'm not an engineer. So, but it's right across the road from where they go in and across. But I'm not saying that that is the issue, but I'm just telling you there's already been some issue.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Gentlemen, any other questions? All right, thank you. John Jackson?
On the other hand, 4950 was able to send south. Well, actually covers several things. One thing I think that I cannot prove is kind of time-wise, you have to think about it. They were building a culvert over the creek on the east side of the road to get a dump truck to where it dumps things. I don't think that culvert was quite big enough at the time. We had a flood and the water backed up big time. And it was, I kind of looked at it, it started at the culvert and moved back, clearing the bridge and the house over. And it went at that time like that, the ground caved in, and the water was almost to the top of the road there. I think they made some improvements on that culvert in the field. The only other thing I know is it's happened over time, and we're ready to dump across in, the dump was filled stuff, or about old 37. Little dump trucks are banging. Every once in a while we've had internet shortages, electrical shortages, and there's a utility pole back there, or utility pole runs right off our sea right there for the mountain. And came through it, we had to, I guess what that might want to do is maybe we will dump trucks away from roll and utility pole a little bit. There's some things we can see happening, and we look at time wise, there's definitely dump trucks involved, and they dump it, it's very loud, we're all sitting right there, and there's a utility pole out there, and I thought one of these on power around that area. Those are the kind of things you just kind of learn as you go, but obviously, I think personally the connection there too, as far as, vibrating the utility pole as far as electricity and internet. That's basically all I can add to it. So,
Thank you. Are you talking about that second driveway that your wife brought up?
Yes.
I'm talking to your husband right now, but thank you anyway.
I heard it.
John, this is your chance not to talk and not be interrupted. Bang down or something. So it is the second driveway. That driveway would be to the south, right? It's got the darker earth around it, that kind of thing. Okay, all right.
That's my recommendation, if I go to dump, that's the only thing I kind of noticed, other than that, things work good.
Okay.
That selection of dump site, I think is good as a utility, constructions there.
Okay. Gentlemen, any questions? Thank you. John, would you like to come back up?
Yes.
Jason did replace an old 24-inch corrugated lead pipe that was nearly caved in, and replaced it with two 24-inch concrete pipes. So he's done nothing to hurt the drainage. In fact, he's done everything he can to ensure that the pipe holds up to that pressure and weight of the trucks, and had nearly twice the capacity for drainage flows. So that issue there, that entrance that they're using, that second entrance is a very old farm field, and he's done his best to put rock on it to ensure he's not tracking up down the road. It is awfully convenient though to be able to get to that south part of his property, because the grade changes immediately after that. And he's putting clean fill down into an area that drops off the side of the road. And again, that's all clean fill that is going in
All right. Anything else you'd like to address?
there. That's all, thank you.
Hang on a second. We heard the neighbors talking about your client may not have an address.
No, when he bought it, it was simply south of Old State Road 37. So at that time, he didn't have an address, and he will be firing for that address. And he really has obviously has no knowledge of, first of all, the documented issue that an employee using somebody else's address is excusable. It was unbeknownst to him that was happening, obviously.
So the second access point, one to the south, that's not his main entrance into his property. Does he need that to be able to run the business back there? I mean, is that necessary? All right. And then the 38-acre parcel had corn in it tonight when I was out there. Are you is your client's intent to expand this area that I see on an aerial photo from 2023 here? Expand out into that cornfield as time goes by with like stockpiles for sand, gravel, that kind of thing?
No, the tree, he is going to stay within the tree area with any business that he does.
Okay.
He does have a future opportunity to build his house there. He's not sure whether he's going to build his house there, but it's an option.
Okay. I want to hand this to you. If you take this over to your client, have him circle the area he's going to use for his excavating business on that board, that'd be great.
It is coincident with the existing gravel parking lot. Not very well outlined, but just a fence.
And then this is where, this area down here, not where he's falling down.
No, the area that he was filling in is I'm not going to be able to do it with that picture.
That's okay. That's all right.
It's actually south of the tree line that runs through the property.
this area is the area that has been being filled because it is very low in relationship to the roadway.
And then one of the neighbors, one of the neighbors mentioned light shining on neighbors when the trees are bare of leaves and the barn is down. How can your client control or rectify that?
You could replace the existing light structure with a cutoff light that would direct all of the light downward. And those types of lights, there are examples of those in your zoning ordinance that we could use.
Okay, all right. Thank you, gentlemen. Any questions for John?
Well, you might remind us on what are we talking houses?
It's all
Clean film or?
It is clean fill, dirt and stone.
Mostly concrete?
Settlement, yes. Typical construction site, we're not bringing anything in that would be categorized as a hazardous or unclean fill.
It's still not. At all. It used to be the department.
Would you be willing to commit to covering and grading over it?
Your house, I know the area. I don't remember those, that area that excuse itself. I know Grease Ray Hill very well. I don't think you want to go out and put them out yet, what it is in town.
That is where he ran his business previously. He was located off of Story Hill, and was really out through that.
You want to go out on that road, so. You go back and it's.
He will commit to stopping the film.
Thank you.
Carol, any questions? No? I don't have any other questions for you at this point. Thank you. All right, so we've heard from everybody who signed up to speak. At this point, we had that part of our process. And we're going to discuss this. The request is for a use variance. And in order for the board to grant this, we have to agree that the applicant needs 5 findings of facts. And for the description of the applicant's request, they have written, the subject parcel will be used by a road excavation and construction / excavation company. Approximately 15 employees who drive their vehicle to the property and enable company property equipment to the job site. Hours of operation is 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. plus or minus. Under section 2.1, the applicant writes, the approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. And indicates that's a true statement. To support that rights, site services as parking of company vehicles / equipment. No further business done on the site. The site is managed remotely, no office staff or customers. Under 2.2, the applicant or the statement is, the use and value area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner. The applicant indicates that's a true statement and writes, the building and vehicle storage yard is 600 feet plus or minus east of the roadway, and vehicle equipment storage is primarily behind the building. Further, the building and vehicles will be shielded from view by the crop field. There will be very little impact on adjoining properties. Under 2.3, the statement is the need for the variance arises from some condition peculiar to the property involved. The applicant indicates that's a true statement. To support this is written. The owner seeks variance rather than rezoning because he runs a business that does not draw customer business traffic other than single entrance and exit by employees on their workday. This type of business is not dependent on service offered in an industrial park. Under 2.4, the statement is a strict application in terms of the zoning ordinance will constitute a necessary hardship if applied to the property for which the variance is sought. The applicant indicates that's a true statement. It writes the zoning ordinance would require an industrial zoning for the use if rezoned. The client does not wish to engage in any of that retail or service-oriented functions that draw customers to a business establishment. Probably would be looked upon unfavorably by adjoining property owners. And lastly, under 2.5, the statement is the approval does not interfere substantially with the comprehensive plan. The applicant indicates that's a true statement. And to support this, writes, this business is primarily a storage facility for work vehicles and equipment. The screening provided by the crop fields and newly planted trees effectively allows the business to operate with little impact on the surroundings, fitting the ag zone. For the technical reports, the surveyor states they'll need an erosion and drainage plan approved from the surveyor's office. Also, within the I-69 overlay, does this comply with the overlay? That's the question. The report states the Indiana Department of Health Commercial Division will need to be contacted to determine if the existing septic system is adequate for the proposed excavating business. For staff's report, they address each finding of fact individually and wrap it up by saying staff does not support the use variance request because not all findings of fact have been adequately satisfied. However, the board decides to allow the use at a minimum, the following standards should be required because this commercial use falls under the I-69 overlay. Screen the parking and outdoor storage area on 3 sides with a solid fence. Number 2, pave the driveway. Number 3, prohibit a shielded pole mounted lighting. Number 4, prohibit commercial signage. Number 5, prohibit living quarters in bar unless a remodel permit has been issued, inspections performed to ensure minimum building codes have been met. And number 6, other appropriate safeguards or restrictions to ensure that the use is compatible with the neighborhood. Gentlemen, we're open for discussion.
I'm still reading here again.
All right. Give you a second. Gerald, any discussion on this application? I heard my thought on cool votes for it. I don't like it when somebody comes in asking after the fact, and I have a hard time believing that in his line of business he didn't realize that some type of zoning change would have been necessary for him to operate this without coming in front of us. That being said, it is a service that all of us use. We don't drive anywhere in the area that haven't had an excavating company out doing work on either side of the road. customer traffic in and out of it. The neighbors brought up valid concerns, and my thought would be that I would support this, but I would want the parking and outdoor storage areas screened on the west, south, and north side. Is that what you have in mind?
Those are the three sides.
It is 6 foot tall solid on the south side. The applicant applies for a mailing address for this location this week, and proof that we provided to the planning commission office. The extra access point be stricken. Matter of fact, the applicant's finding facts that they have indicated or filled out. They make a point that they have one access on the so instead of 2, we eliminate the one I would call south access point that Ms. Johnson spoke about. She's up here, and her husband reiterated that he eliminated altogether. The current lighting be replaced or changed to properly shield lighting so that it's just projecting downward and out towards the west. The area that Mr. Baker has started filling in, and I don't necessarily criticize him for that, but if he graded over and covered, fill the patches that surround the property. And that the driveway be paved within whatever the appropriate time period is on something like that as well. So, and be the drive back to the building. Although in my mind, the lot would need to be paved, but the driveway would. That would be mine, and as far as the fence and putting a fence up around it, I'd probably say operating this business already, so that would be generous. Maybe I'd say 90 days on that. I would say, let's see, we're at September. First of June, you pay. The area where it's still graded over within 30 days. The lights be fixed within 30 days. Access point be closed. That's my thought.
I'm not totally opposed to it, but you're looking at cornfield. It's not the order curve, the soybean field, very soon, or wheat field, that's eat all. The deciduous trees, those are leaves like you pointed out, John. There's not a whole lot of them. good Indiana school tree, shade tree, in really good conditions, grows about half inch a year. These trees are not being very tall because of some conditions to create tallness. They're not very adequate in my opinion. And you can see it on the pad there, and not very adequate. And noise and construction foundation, we have asphalt on and we have other road concrete, which is hybrid is going to become a common place because logically not that many acres usually able to dump something. We grant permission to do that, but we don't follow up on anything hardly we do. And I don't really send anybody out there to truck through the acres to see what's being dumped there by a dump truck. You know, I hate long that he spent all that money buying his property because it wasn't cheap. That's not what we set up for this county to say, basically do things that he's doing. And that's the only thing to see. The right thing was somebody who educated just not looking at it is the right place.
Thank you. Mr. McGrath, any comments?
I would agree with Bill.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion?
I agree.
Thank you. All right, we'll open for a motion. I'll make a motion that we approve U-24-04 with the following conditions. An address is applied for this week for the business approved to be provided to my commissioner office by next Monday. That the extra access point on the south portion of the property they're utilizing butts up to Old State Road 37 be closed immediately, and we'll have the barricade installed so that it's not used accidentally. The delay on the property be shielded within 30 days so that it doesn't shine out towards the neighbor's properties. The grade be placed over the fill area within 30 days, so the grade be a matching substance, which is dirt, gravel, and sand. That's on the northwest corner of the property. The drive be paid by June 1st, 2025. Then a 6-foot solid fence be placed along the north, south, and west sides of the property within 90 days. And going forward, if he fills in any other low areas on the property, then clean fill, the sand, gravel, and dirt be used on the property. That's my motion. Is there a second to that motion? Second. And a motion. Second. All in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Those conditions, if we have a way, Mr. Parker, I make sure they're met. I'm also,
All right, so I'm going to call again for a vote. All in favor, raise your right hand, say aye. Aye. So it is approved with those conditions in place. Open the negotiation at this point. If he wants to have a business there, he'll figure out a way to get it done, and it'll be done. Thank you, neighbors, coming in, letting us know what your concerns are. Moving on, staff reports. Mr. Beaton, do we have a BZA attorney's report this evening?
No, I didn't go on this report.
Thank you. Mrs. Parker, we have a plan director report this evening. It looks like we've got a meeting scheduled for October 28th, 2024 for our next meeting. We have items on the agenda already. Thank you. Gentlemen, any other business to be held this evening? Looking for a motion to adjourn. Thank you. Second. Your second, all in favor, please raise your hand. Aye. Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Must have been one hell of a traffic.
The answer to your question is no.
I wouldn't have you guys drop off the game.
We're going.